Welcome to Monday Night Roof Light. I hope you're all having a great night. Monday again. Let's fly. Michael Bird. Hi, Michael. How are you tonight, sir? Hope you're doing well. There were a couple people in here flying. I started the real flight about 10 minutes ago for the room, but they jumped out just now. I guess they don't want to be on the live. Ooh, which way am I going? I'm just getting high hopes. Awesome. Hello, Jeff. How are you, Jeff? Hope you're doing well, sir. We are hanging out, gonna do some flying, some barnstorming. Woohoo! That's great, Jeff. Glad to hear it. I had a great day. Got to watch my granddaughter all day. She's a load of fun even when she doesn't feel well, you know? Put a much better skeg on the Bristol Spad. Nice. Hi, Philip. How are you tonight, sir? Yeah, that's a real shame what happened to that Air Canada flight at LaGuardia, huh? My goodness. You know, I think the aircraft had the right of way. I think that Air Canada plane had the right of way. What do you guys think? Yeah, it was pretty bad situation. Sorry to see it. Prayers to the two pilots and their families. Jeez. That and there was a courthouse fire in Georgia. Sure was. Places are too busy. Well, I just about got everything set up. I put up a shelf up here. Put my RC cars up there. Got my signs back up. Life is good now. We used to fly in and out of LaGuardia. Pretty tight runways. Hi, Dan Zimmerman. How are you tonight, sir? Thank you guys for stopping in. I do appreciate it. my goodness, this plane gets small when it goes way away from you. The air traffic controller cleared the fire truck to cross the runway first. Yeah. Didn't realize the plane was coming into land. The plane was coming into land. I did see that, yeah. That fire truck was already going 30 miles an hour, it looked like. Yeah, that's a shame. You know what's... Those are two very, very expensive pieces of equipment, huh? My goodness. I mean, a new fire truck is probably $1 million plus. Not a good situation. Oh, I messed with the camera and now it's not centered again. Ah, there we go. There we go. JCB. Good evening to you, sir. And again, belated birthday wishes to you, JCB. I know it was on the 18th and I forgot to say something last week. My apologies to you, sir. Must be good to be 39, huh? So it was on this day in 1903 that the Wright brothers filed a patent for their flying machine. And it was granted 3 years later. I thought that was a cool bit of history for today. Anything aviation is pretty cool. Yeah, we know you're 59, JCB. Don't worry. I started looking at 3D printers. That was a bloody rabbit hole I went down. So bloody many got confused and chucked it in. Yeah. I won't be on long. I was up till 1 a.m. after Iowa beat Florida last night. I couldn't sleep from being so excited. Awesome, Dan. That's awesome. Wow, temperatures are dropping fast out there now. It's only 90. It was a really nice day today. I think it was like 94 just a few minutes ago. Once the sun goes down, it doesn't take long, you know? I think it was 70 this morning. I would like a multicolored one. Yeah, I would too, Mike Bird. You know, I have a 3D printer. It's the Elegoo 4 Plus, and it's okay. I mean, I really didn't have the room for it. I had it set up in here, and then I took it outside, and it's too hot outside. The filament kept breaking as I was printing stuff. So I just put it all back in the box. But it'll do multicolors if you change it. But it won't do it automatically, which is really cool because some of those are, I mean, the stuff you can do is unlimited. I picked the wrong day to cut my hair. It was 15 and snowing again here today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's past due for me, Philip. In fact, my wife was telling me, "You want me to cut your hair over the weekend? You want me to cut your hair?" I'm like, not yet. Not yet. Let's get something correct. Yeah. Mike Bird, I get it. I gotta call my kid, when anything breaks on my computer. CVO! Hello, David. Hello, Crystal. Hope you're both doing well tonight. Thank you for jumping in. Woo! No pilots, just me. I guess I'll fly. Do some barnstorming. Woohoo! Cutting it close. There we go. Somebody jumped in. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! CVO jumped in to fly. Thank you, David. I don't know if I've ever flown this airport before. But let's go over here and watch CVO for a few minutes. Think, oh, come on, Bill. Get rid of the bar, would you? Jeez. Such an amateur. I watched a guy print a pilot for his RC plane, multicolor. It looks great. That's really cool. You can even make the face look like someone. That's really cool, Mike Bird. My kid does a lot of that stuff. He did a 3D scan of his whole face with his phone. He actually put it on a Lazy Susan and moved it a certain degree all the way around to do it. And then he modeled himself. Actually looked pretty good. I mean, he's ugly, but I mean, he did a good job of it. Poor kid looks like me. Kenny should print RC pilots. He should, Jeff. He definitely should. I'm still unloading my car, but we'll hop on ASAP. How you doing, Scott? Thank you for jumping in. Get your car unloaded. You must have just got back from the grocery store. We did all that over the weekend. More urban legend. Hello, Ty. Hello, Wild Bill in the chat. How are y'all doing this evening? Doing good. We are watching CVO Hobo fly. Woo. Nice flying, David. Yeah, that granddaughter was a handful today, man. For some reason, I don't remember parenting being so stressful and difficult sometimes. I don't know, it just seemed like being a parent when you're young, stuff just clicks or it flows for you. You know, you get used to it. But this, like, part-time thing, it's you're on, you're off, you're on, you're off. Just, you can't get used to it. Makes it difficult. They had stuff actually on sale at my grocery store this weekend. I was shocked. Well, you want me to ruin all of your days today? All of your day? I guess there was an oil refinery in Texas that caught fire and burnt up. Went to Bryan Head family trip. Took my time getting home. Woo, that's cool. You worry more about being a grandparent, I'm sure, Bill. Yeah, well, you do increase your risk of fall. I mean, I'm glad my hallways are kind of skinny because sometimes I bounce down them side to side. Not fun, but it happens. I mean, it wasn't long ago that I went out the steps of my house and got about 2 steps down the 5 steps that I have, and fell while I was carrying a truck front rotor. Brake rotor, big round brake rotor with the studs on it. Fell right against my chest. On the ground, on it. Oh my God, it hurt. I do and had a few. That's awesome. Very nice flying, David. Yet, if it's not the war in Iran that's driving the price of gas up, that fire at an oil refinery right now will just, that's going to add another 50 cents right there. And Kenny Rogers is right. Why doesn't a quart of oil go up the same as gas goes up? Yeah, why not? That sounds familiar. Yes, JCB. Ooh, behind the trees. Anyone get the new Real Flight expansion pack? No, they release them about every 3 months now, don't they? They release like 4 or 5 a year. Spring break is over. Back to school tomorrow. Then off again for Easter. Yeah, I don't. You know, they used to call it Easter break when I was a kid. It really wasn't a spring break. You were just off for Easter. Yeah, Easter is this weekend, huh? Sunday. Yepers. Ty, what kind of new planes did they release in the expansion pack? I didn't check that out yet. Woohoo! Edge 540. Flies about like that reactor. Beautiful. Our horses are coming back from Florida next week, so it back to the farm also. Nice. That's nice. Evening from Looney Tunes, Maryland. Hello, Chris Jackson. How are you tonight, sir? Is it really loony in Maryland? I thought they moved that looniness to Virginia. Woohoo! CVO, nice flying, sir. My goodness. A few hammerheads. Oh, that's beautiful. I like just going out there and practicing that. You know, a little Cuban 8 action, spin it around. There you go. Oh, lost a little too much altitude. That's all right. Push a button and go again. Really happy to be busy again. Winter was too long. Well, Bill, yes, sir. I'm 20 minutes from PA, Virginia, West Virginia, all craziness. So what you're saying, Chris, is it's expanding. It's expanding all over. Jeff in LA entered to fly. Thank you, Jeff. Let's watch Jeff for a few. Ooh, nice World War I biplane. Looks like a Newport, maybe. Beautiful, beautiful. Paul McNeil. Yes, sir. How are you doing, Paul? I was telling my wife over the weekend, oh, Paul sent me some pictures. He's working on the truck. He's got the drag link out and the tie rod's replacing. She's like, you mean Paul that bought the white truck? I'm like, no, the other Paul. Your cousin Paul. it's too early for that, guys. Jeez. Only 6:53. Painting the side mirrors on my truck. Yeah. They were... They kind of needed it, Paul. That plastic, that black plastic, it becomes pretty brittle and just sun beat. And I don't think all the back to black, coating stuff you could put on there would ever make them look good again. Just mask them off and spray them black again, or take them off, even better. Getting closer to ready. Woo! I visited the Slovenia embassy in DC in respect to Pilot Robert and Captain Blas on YouTube. That is awesome. Did you tell them they should send them here so they could be RC ambassadors to the U.S. from Slovenia? That would be cool. Get them here to do a tour of all the fields they could do. They're funny. They're funny guys. I like watching them. There you go. Matching the gunmetal paint color. Oh, that's cool. I can tell you what color it is. It's called Bright Silver from Restoration Shop. I think you can buy a quart for about 50 or 60 bucks with the hardener. Keith Christie! How are you tonight, sir? Beautiful flying Jeff. CVO's got a chopper. Thinking of making a trip to Slovenia to fly with the guys, hopefully next year. Gotta save some money for that trip. It's now Rattlecan. Oh, cool. That would be a fun trip, Chris. You take Mason along too? Yeah? I hope Mason's doing well. Chris, as long as I've known you, Mason's probably out of high school by now, huh? Started college? Playing in a rock band on Friday nights and Saturday nights now? Looks like 6 planes in the expansion pack. Nice. An E-Flight Beechcraft D18, RC-45J 1.5 millimeter, an E-Flight Timber Anniversary Special Edition. Wow, that's cool. E-Flight GB R2 1 millimeter. That is such a solid little plane. I don't have it, but all the videos I watch of it, it's just like a rock. It flies really nice. UMX Viper 30 millimeter. That's a really cool one too. Mountain RC. How are you tonight, Mountain RC? Thank you for coming in, everyone. I certainly appreciate it. We got the lava lamp back on, Philip. Woohoo! I turned it off too right after the show, and surprisingly it works again. Believe that. Mike Bird, paint is all about the prep. That is no lie, Paul. It 90% prep and the rest is just do it, you know? Just spray it on. Nice flying, Jeff. Good stuff, Bill. So did any of you read the story about the ATV racers in Utah? These guys are out there, you know, near where they have all those red mountains and sand dunes, and what did they do? They vandalized some 1,000-year-old Native American artwork, and they carved their contact info into the wall, made it so they know who it is. I cannot believe that. How can you be so dumb as to put your dang .com thing out there in the middle of the desert over top of Indian ruins? I hope they go to jail. I spent a day raking leaves today and tidying rear garden. Now I can see it. Nice. Always got to do that. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Mike Bird. Relaxing this evening. You can't fix stupid. No, you certainly can't, Chris. You know, some things you just need to, you know, show a little respect for, you know, the past things that have gone, you know, all that artwork just ruined. They were showing right above where they wrote their stuff was one of those, well, you know, I'll call it an alien, right? But it looked like one of the Cocopelis. I think that's Western justice. Well, you know, Paul, I have seen some stuff, you know, where even back in the mid 1800s and early 1800s when they came out here, they actually carved their name and whatnot right in the sandstone. I mean, it's happened. It's going to continue to happen. But, you know, when it becomes a national park and it's protected, yeah, there should be some justice, right? Oh, Mike Bird, you're fine. I don't think anybody here minds. Jeff in LA's got the pits. Beautiful flying biplane. Thank you, Jeff. Federal crime, in my opinion. Yeah, Dan. So I've heard that that Red Lake Indian tribe still hasn't come to a term with that pilot that had an emergency landing on their on their, Indian reservation. They confiscated his aircraft, right? This happened months ago. And, they said they'd give him his plane back if he made a $5,000 donation to some kids club and then paid the $2,700 towing fee. And then they would let him have his aircraft back. And I'm glad that he told them no. That's just like bribery, right? Egypt is covered with graffiti. The thing to do when you travel, then carve your name. Wow, I didn't know that, Philip. I didn't know that. So I have Philip, I have photographs of my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather riding camels in Egypt. And they actually took photographs out of a plane of all the pyramids on the ground and whatnot. And those photos were used in some magazines and whatnot. They were very well off and well traveled, back then. Didn't save a dime for me though. I wasn't even a thought yet, I guess. That's all right. They had fun. Those are priceless, Bill. Wow. Yeah. I always used to just look at that photograph of my great-grandmother, on a camel in front of the pyramid. And I don't know which pyramid it was, right? But definitely there. Definitely got to see it probably before all of that, graffiti came to be. Heck, you never know. My great-grandmother and great-grandfather might have been the first ones to carve their names there. During the First World War, thousands of soldiers were camped at Stonehenge. There's loads of name, rank, etc. all over the stones. Fly Time RC! How are you tonight? Thank you for joining us. Jeff, thank you so much. Whoa, look at that. Just as I click to go to the next pilot, Scott's here. Scott's going to tidy up the airport for us. Whoop, whoop. Howdy, Scott. Smoke on. Gator glue engaged. Propeller-driven mower. That's pretty darn cool. This thing makes me laugh. Yeah, me too, man. It's just funny. It's even more funny because it's got a gator riding on it, right? Oh, Paul. Yeah, the people who throw tomatoes on paintings in museums are the same. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if it's a Toro or a John Deere or one of those grasshopper mowers. I'm not sure. I mean, you know what? It's not even cool if you're going to throw tomatoes at an Andy Warhol, right? Probably one of the most controversial artists, you know, out there. Either you're good or you're Andy. Oh, sorry, Andy. He's no Pollock. Gentlemen, Victor. How's Victor tonight? He's probably doing pretty good. He got to go fly. Whoop, whoop. How was your day yesterday, Victor? Yo, hope you're well, Bill. Red's Custom Off-Road. How you doing, sir? Been a minute. I saw you working on another Toyota. That's really cool. I got myself a Toyota Red. You probably didn't see it, but I'll show it to you. Check out this bad boy, Red. Woo-hoo. Check it out. It's got portals, 3-link and 4-link. It's a crawler, squishy tires, headlights. Heck yeah. Flew 200 miles per hour plus. Is a little bit fun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Head down. Just been working on another AFJ40. Giving some upgrades. Touching up that paint under the hood. Nice job on that, my friend. Ford. That's almost like abort. That's a great truck you got yourself there, Bill. Thank you, Mike Bird. You know, I sold other Toyotas, so I had to replace it. Yeah, Paul, my cousin Paul told me, what? It doesn't have a Ford body on it. You need to change that. I think his comment was Toyota WTF. Okay, Paul. I think the sun already went down. Later and later and later every day. What, about 3 more months and it'll be the longest day of the year again? Jeez. Time goes by too fast, guys. Time just flies, doesn't it? If you have something you want to do in your life, get it done. Because, Bill, it's easy to get a different body. awesome. I know it looks like it has places you can add stuff, like add some lights, maybe some old KCs on the top, and some. It has little places where you can put rock lights underneath of it. It's pretty darn set up. Red, that new reddish colored FJ40 you're working on, it has an older small block Chevy in it, doesn't it? Sell me a Ford out of the yard. Paul, I'm probably gonna have to at some point. I mean, I really don't think I can restore all 4 or 5 of them that I have. I'm working on the ones that matter to me. And then, the other ones, well, they got to take a back seat. Woo woo. My first brand new F-150 was in 1987. Cost $14,000. V8 351, I bet, with a full bed. I paid cash for it at 21. You know what, Philip? I saw that photo on Facebook. Oh, the times have changed. Yes, sir. Now that same truck cost $47,000 if you get it with the $5,000 discount, right? Makes me cry. It'd be so nice if the car makers would just make some sub $20,000 economy vehicles. That way people that want a new vehicle but don't want to be in debt for 8 years can can afford one. See, I didn't know you had a machine shop and fab shop. That's really cool. There's a lot of money to be made in a machine shop. But there's a lot of money to be spent to have a machine shop. So there's that. It's perfect out of the box, but also been made so it's easy to upgrade. Yep. I'm not sure what I'll do first. But I mean, the thing comes with front dig, and I mean, I guess what would be the thing to do? Make it brushless? I mean, that would be the only thing you could do, right? To make it better. Ontario was the engine of Canada. So much manufacturing. Now we can't even build a house. Oh, jeez. My old truck is getting better and better as I work on it. Yes, sir, Paul. Yes, sir. That was a nice truck that you got from me. And I'm glad you got it because I know you're going to take care of it and do the upgrades that it needs. It was pretty easy to turn it over to you. I know you take care of it. I'm surprised you haven't had to put a clutch in it first by now, though. You know, not that it gave me any trouble, but I don't know the history of when that was done. Right? The truck had some paperwork in it when I bought it. Bit low down, weight, unsprung. Ah, okay. Yeah, first thing, Spectrum all in one. We're getting our first 70 this week. Woohoo! Well, Red, we've already been to 105, so... Fred! Hi, Fred. How are you tonight, sir? I'm grateful to all 12 of you for being in here and hanging out. And I'm grateful for Scott coming in and flying. He does an excellent job. He's a great pilot. Almost as good as Victor. I'll try and start. I think the clutch might be new. Oh, wow. That's very cool. It would be new if you did it. You know, because it has that hydraulic clutch pedal, it kind of makes it hard to tell when the clutch is starting to go out. Finally chopped my hair back to short. What? What? Come on. You didn't trim your beard off, did you? I hope not. Hope you kept the beard. Cut mine tonight, Red. I knew we were all grateful to you, Bill, for hosting. You know what? I want to be here. I want to spend time with you guys. And I'm glad I get to do it. And I'm glad we get to just fly and hang around. Talk about anything you want. Doesn't matter. Does anybody know? Does it? My hair is the longest it's ever been. It sure is, Mountain RC. And I think your hair's about as long as mine was a long time ago. I mean, I had hair down to the middle of my back. I've been at grade 2 years. Me too was. Grew it for 4 years. Yep. Well, you know, a man with a beard never sleeps alone. Yeah, I don't know if I could grow my hair back to being long again. It's a lot of work. A grade 2 haircut for years. What's a grade 2 haircut? Like an Opie Taylor haircut? Long haired country boy. Long hire country boy. I know what you mean though, Paul. Scott Morgan, thank you so much. Let's go to the next pilot. I won't even try and say that. BC's MD. BC's MD, I guess. Nice flying, sir. Carbon Z T150. Shaved. And under every ponytail is an asshole. Dan, how about them Hawkeyes and Cyclones? Sweet 16, baby. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm shaving bald soon. Damn, bald spots on the back, top. Oh no. Not cool. Ooh, some flat turns. Meow. Yeah, no balding here, but I'll tell you what, you can't tell, but it is really starting to turn gray, like my beard, even up here. Slap Nuts RC. How you doing, Spencer? Hey, did you guys read that story about the quadriplegic guy that is accused of shooting his roommate? That's some crazy stuff right there. I don't know how a quadriplegic could even pull the trigger, but I guess it happened. The fam has the shit's bad food yesterday. Oh no. Spencer, that's going around because my granddaughter had that. My wife had that. Just some kind of little stomach thing going around. Ugh. Not good. Oh no, Spencer, that's a bunch of. Yes, it is. That's when you wish you had 3 toilets in your house. You gotta have a pretty big house to have 3 toilets in it. Most only have 2. The government burned a fuel refinery. Well, I don't know if it's the government, but when I came on, there was a fire at a Texas refinery. Something's going to happen, huh? Price is going to go up tomorrow because of it. It's okay. It's okay. Things are going to be all right, you know? I pray to God that things are going to be good. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day and the birds are going to sing. And that's really all that matters. As long as the kitty cats show up for a little bit of food and the quail are still singing in the yard, I got something to eat. Woo, woo. Nice flying there. Nice flying. Nice flyby. Yes. Let's see if we can rifle through some pilots a little faster now. Fly good, don't suck. Fly good and does not suck. Victor's flying in the room. Woohoo! So, Mike Bird, you interested in seeing the little baby plants? They're about 8, 9 days old now. Something like that. Whoop. They're little tiny. Yeah. Let's see, what does this one say? AK American Kush. American Kush. Blackjack. We never had an Easter break. No. April 5th is Easter. Red, we've had it snow here on Easter before. Made some spaghetti, spicy spaghetti for dinner. That does sound good, Fred. I had a burger with pepper jack cheese. Good things to come. Yes, sir. Ghetto Bird is here. Awesome, awesome. No, bought a glass of red wine, Paul. At least it wasn't in a box, Fred. I mean, we'd have to call GB if it was going to be in a box. Call Christy and have it delivered. Woo! Fly good and doesn't suck at all. Some good skills there, brother. I think for me to fly and do rolls that fast, I would have to change the parameters of my the plane I fly. And then it becomes too much. Woohoo! Nice. So today was the start of the war in Iran the first time. The first time. It started today. In what, 2004? 3? Oh, I can't remember the year now. And on the first day, I believe there were more casualties in that first day than there has been the whole time Trump has been bombing Iran. And a lot of the people that have lost their lives in this, I hate to call it a war. I don't think it's a war yet. But, you know, I think we got him. Got him by the balls. First time was 1979. It all went downhill from 79. So it was before then all the Iranian women wore miniskirts. Oh well, what are you going to do? For the most part, it doesn't really. Well, the price of gas affects everyone, right? But what's going on over there on the other side of the world? And all of our lives got progressively worse. Perceptively, yes. In little ways that affected all of us. So I don't know what day it is, but Nancy is still missing, which is just awful. My goodness. They should have been able to figure this thing out by now. And I think it's from an incompetent Sheriff Nanos, right? So I live here. It's just my perspective of what's going on. The man wanted to sweep it under the rug after the first month was over. You're exactly right, Mike Bird. The government sucks. Which one? All of them. That's the answer. All of them. Fly good, don't suck. Thank you. Let's go to Victor. Thank you guys for sticking it out. We got Victor's going down behind the building. CVO, thank you for being in there and flying. I certainly appreciate it. Victor can chat in here and fly at the same time. He is awesome. Sounds like Victor. It's the simple things. On a hot day, I can't walk into a store and buy a beer and sit outside to drink it because no alcohol in public. F that, I'm an adult. Philip, what if you're in your own yard? Say, what if you're in your own front yard, sitting in your lawn chair, drinking it, and it's in a brown paper bag? Do the Charter of Rights give you any rights to do that? The charter, that's what it's called, the Charter? And who wrote that? Ooh, Victor, nice flying. Okay, I just realized I was live in the chat, but listening and watching to a 30-minute delay on the live. Be free! Yeah, Red, you were asking some questions or commenting on questions that were in the past, but that's okay. You didn't miss anything, really, sir. I think I'm live now. That's good. Well, if you get a thumbs up, in about 20 seconds, you're live. I don't know, it might be 10 seconds now. That damn latency, you know. I've done that, Red. Trust me. Free the beer. You know, Philip, I wonder if you just sit out there and drink some moonshine and tell them it's water, if you'll probably be okay. That RC toy was sick. Yes, sir, Red. It's really cool. '87. Good year. Very, very fun. I sit on my step and drink it. That sounds good. The Zero is a cool airplane. It certainly is, Paul. Even the Hollywood Zeros were cool. You know, the old AT-6 Texans that were painted up to look like Zeros for the movie. And I even think they used some of those in Baba Black Sheep. Really, Red, that's interesting. There's a YouTube video of the quad paraplegic at a shooting range shooting with his nub on one arm. Wow, that's cool. You know, some of those people, you can't stop them, right? It doesn't matter if he doesn't have legs or arms. He's going to do what he wants. He's going to figure out a way. I mean, I know there's been pilots that don't have any, that are just paraplegic, don't have any arms, and fly aircraft, fly airplanes with no arms. I mean, how do you operate the rudder pedal and the ailerons? I don't get it, but they get it done. He was a professional cornholio player. Total determination. Yes, sir, Mike Bird. Victor! Thank you, Victor. Let's watch Ghetto Bird. Ghetto Bird. Is Ghetto Bird flying? Yo, Ghetto Bird. Ghetto Bird. Uh-oh. Got the helicopter going. Woo-oo. It's going to do some TikTok action. Wow. That's crazy. There's a guy at our field, Victor Fuentes. He flies like that. That's crazy. Very, very excellent helicopter pilot. Thank you, sir, for flying. Drives cars with mouths. Amazing. Wow. Woohoo! That is hard on games versus real life. Yes, sir. I don't think a real helicopter could do that. Oh, guys, I heard that the creator of that Pond Hub place died today. He was only 43. Enjoy the ride, MC. Hey, wow, thank you for hosting this session to fly tonight. Just bought my RC45J. It's in my garage waiting to be put together. That's awesome. That is really cool. Yeah, we do this every Monday night. 6:30 my time. What's that going to be? 9:30 East Coast time, guys. 3:30 in the morning for Mike Bird. We don't have Jono today. That's okay. We got people from Canada. We got people from the UK. We got people from down under sometimes. Enjoy the ride. I've always enjoyed the ride when I ride my motorcycle. Wish I still had them. East Tennessee here. Cool. Well, stay away from the DUI stops, sir. I hear they're getting out of hand. Beautiful East Tennessee. Boy, wait a minute. In Tennessee, isn't that where that tail of the dragon is at? That would be. And Guyana, that's right. Michael Bird. That's Catfish Dave's area. Oh, yeah. He's fishing all those rivers over there. I like watching Catfish Dave. When I saw his new channel, I thought somebody had snagged his videos and was using his content, but it was really him. Yes, Tail of the Dragon. I do track days. Much safer. Yes. No oncoming cars. None at all. That's awesome. Motorcycles are fun. You would know, Paul. Paul has two Harleys that look like those. They're newer, but they look like the army bikes. They are really cool looking. They got the big star on the side. They're army green. Probably one motorcycle that I wish I still had was my 87 GSXR 1100. Red and white and black. Oh. It was so uncomfortable to ride. After 4 months of ride it for 20 minutes and get cramps like crazy just from the riding position. It's because I had an 82 GS, right? A GS, GSXR. They progressed into that motorcycle. That's only because I had Suzuki dirt bikes, right? And I do like the yellow motorcycles best. I had a 95 CBR 600, red, white, and black. Yeah. I rode a Suzuki TL 1000R for almost 20 years. TL. That's a big bike. I was very dumb with it and sold it. My kids were more important. LOL. Too easy to twist the throttle. That is no joke. Red, and you know, we had a friend die on a motorcycle, and he had a GSXR as well. He had an 86, and we both had dirt bikes. And what happened? He goes out and gets killed on his dirt bike. We all swore up and down he was going to get killed on that big old street bike. Nope. I was thinking about one to commute for spring, but I really like drinking my coffee on the way to work. Yeah. You know, it's hard to put it into that little backpack with the straw. It just doesn't stay warm, you know? That's cool, Philip. Fred has some cool bikes. Fred, Mr. Cadillac there, he's got some old BSA stuff. Some old Triumph stuff. He loves his older bikes. I mean, the oldest thing that I've ever had, I had a 65 Honda Trail 90. Ooh. Currently have a 24 Suzuki GSX 8R. It's pretty good on Tech Track too. Jeff in Alabama. We have a dude that runs a sport bike, has to be way over 100 up and down our road. We call him Suicide Bob. Yes. That's crazy. We might all be mopeds soon. I hope I die on a cool bike. Yeah. My dad had a Honda Trail 90. Yeah, you know, my neighbor, well, now it's been about 10 years ago, right? He stuck his head over the fence and said, hey, I got to move and I got some stuff in the shed over here. I got an old motorcycle. You know anybody that likes old motorcycles? And my ears perked up and I was like, yeah, me. Having a smoke is tough too. So when I went over to look at it, he had a 1965 Honda Trail 90 with 1,020 miles. It was all original, had all the parts except for the two little plastic side covers, and I was able to snag it for $200. Bob's living his best life. Oh, I didn't know that, Fred. I worked on British and other foreign bikes in a Suzuki shop and assembled new GS series bikes in late 79 and 81. Well, I had a GS in 81. Well, it was an 81 GS. I didn't have it in 81. I think I got it in 1990. Used. It was a great little bike. Last I rode a Fireblade a few years ago. Almost killed myself. Obviously didn't save it, but scared the out of me. So in the garage it stays, yes. Guys, let's change the pilot. Let's watch Neener Dad. I gotta run, chat, and Bill. Have a great night, y'all. God bless. God bless you, Red. Have a great one. I hope to see you live soon. Was that 110 a G model? A Shafty? No. I had a Honda Silverwing that was a shaft drive. It was a really smooth running bike. Only 500 though. Assembled mostly GS 1000s. Woohoo! Thanks for the server to fly. Sure. If you have real flight, you can jump in and fly with us. Comes with a little interlink and controller. You can get it on, what the heck is that? Steam. You can buy it through Steam or you can just get it online. And we just try and cycle through the pilots that are here flying, show off their skills. There's a whole bunch of airports you can change it to. I think that plane has issues. Yeah, GS 1000s were killer motorcycles. They were fast back in the day. A lot of them became drag bikes, right? Either you had that or you had a Kawasaki. Kawasaki's were pretty fast too back in the days. Or lack of skill like me. I doubt that, Victor. I highly doubt that, sir. How many flights did you get in this weekend, Victor? I saw you had the F-22 out. I hope that AC is not too noisy, guys. It's hot here. It's been kicking on a lot. Four on the F-22 and 3 on the Fury. Oh, nice. That's good. I bet that F-22 is fun to fly, Victor. It looks like it's pretty easy to handle compared to some of the other jets like the DB5. Let's change up the pilot again. Let's see who we got. Scott Morgan. Scott's not flying. Let's go to Fly Good, Don't Suck. Boom. Both guys are crashed out. Okay. Let's go to this character here. He probably doesn't know how to fly. Man, why don't I work? Come on now. I don't even work, man. I'm on me. What's going on? Look at Bill. He wants to fly. Oh, that's cool. After 25 years out of the hobby, looking for my first flight in about a week. Wish me luck. I got a Habu 80mm XS. I'm working on it too. Hopefully I'm not going to make too many expensive mistakes. Yeah. That's a really great little EDF jet to learn with. The Habu 50, the 80, they are really good. Let's watch Victor do his dance around here. Every time I try and watch a YouTube short, DOC. Hey, I missed you coming in. Yo, Wild Bill, what's up? When y'all watch a YouTube short, does the app crash and you have to click to YouTube app button to get it back in? You was flying? Okay, Scott, I'll put it back. How about that? Sorry about that. Yeah, enjoy the ride, MC. That is awesome. Well, there we go. Now I got it. I got to give you a little second to get on the sticks. I guess I didn't do that. Enjoy the ride. What's the first name? Of course, I'm Bill, right? Everybody else. Dwayne, I've never had that problem, so I don't really know. $30, guys. 30 minutes left. Kaboom. Kaboom. Bob here. Bob, thank you. We'll make you a standard moderator. Get you a blue wrench. Just don't hit nobody with it. Bob here. Not Suicide Bob. You don't live in Lower Alabama with Jeff, huh? Bob, it's nice to have you in here. And, you know, after 25 years, I know you're going to have a great time in the hobby. If you got out like I did when everything was nitro and electric planes were just coming in, you know, it's a whole different ball game now. No nitro on the shoe. No cleaning it off your plane. It's actually nice that way. Although you cannot deny that The smell of nitro in the morning's a really good thing. Yes, I had a Great Plains Spacewalker. 7-foot wingspan and 16-inch prop. Man, I love Great Plains aircrafts. The Spacewalker was nice. That 7-foot wingspan must have been the 90 size Spacewalker, the 60 to 90. Well, in this app, you can pick the Spacewalker, and then through all the parameters, you can set it up to be as big as you want. It's really cool. Had a 1 point. The wooden prop is dangerous. Had a 1.6 horsepower 4-stroke on it. Loved it. Yes. You know, I've been into electric for 6 years now, and at first I didn't really know a thing about it. And a lot of these guys in the chat here have been really cool and helped me get through things, learning the new radio stuff. It's That's funny, Jeff. He hadn't been by in a while. Then last weekend we got Zoomed several times. Bob must have made parole. That's funny, Jeff. Yeah, so I bought a 20 gas, a DLE 20 gas. I've got a Waco bike that's got a 60-inch wing on the top, 5-foot wing. The last 6 or 8 weeks just been doing catch up on 25 years of technology. Yes, it's changed quite a bit. I remember I was flying JR radios when I quit in 2008. And then, then everything changed to Spectrum. And I didn't even know Spectrum was the same as JR. So there we go. I don't think I showed you this, guys. I was cleaning up, and I found my appreciation award for the Catalina Club for my contributions and work on the field on the new Ramada. I got to get a frame for this and put it up. Got 5 stars. That was almost... God, that was 18 years ago. That was 2008. 18 years ago. Wow. Yeah, we did a lot of work, Fred. We made that club really nice. Nice new paved runway, 425 feet. Gosh, probably over 100 feet of Ramada. All kinds of tables, charging stations, solar, container, nice, handicap bathroom. I mean, it's a pretty set up club. And it's a real shame we're going to have to move it. It's eventually going to happen. But you know how government projects are, right? They say we're going to do it, and then it's delayed, and then it's delayed, and then it's delayed, and then it's delayed again. So You never know if it'll happen this year or next year or in 5 years. You just have to play it by ear. I have a Catalina Club hat. Thanks, Bill. Yes, sir. So you have one of these, Paul. Boom. Catalina RC Modelers, Tucson, Arizona. That's such a cool hat. I like them. That's a lot of work. Yes, it was a lot of work. I think my business even donated $500 to the cause. I was really glad and I could do that. I think I got an award somewhere for that donation too. But it doesn't matter. Hard to beat this simulator, and everyone in this room will say it's worth the cost, Bob. I would agree, Philip. I would definitely agree. If he flew 25 years ago, Real Flight was already out. I think back then I had Real Flight 3.5 or 4.5, or it was a pretty low number back then. My kid wanted to fly. And I think he was about 9 when I took him out here to the field and then got him his, junior AMA deal. And one of the guys over here at the club taught him how to fly. I taught him, right, but they put him through the test. And on the same day that he soloed, he was out there screaming up and down the runway just like all the other guys. He's a pretty good pilot. Bob, I hope you don't mind asking, but why a jet for your first flight in a while, sir? Because jets are cool. They certainly fly different. A prop plane versus the EDF jet. EDF jet flies really, really cool. Was it glow? Was what glow? I need to buy a park bench table for my club. Yeah, some tables really help out. Scott Morgan. Thank you. How many pilots we got in here now? Oh, look. We got a couple new guys. Let's switch to one of them. Ibonic. We got Ibonic flying. Oh, definitely, Bill. Very cool. I have several of the planes in the sim. They did a good job at making them feel realistic, in my opinion. That's no joke, Philip. Some of the planes, the older planes in here, they fly just like the real ones. If the one you had needed a lot of rudder, the one on the simulator is going to need a lot of rudder too. Definitely. Woohoo! There we go. Little hover action. Kaboom, kaboom. I don't know what is glow. Well, some little sticks you buy and you break them and you shake them, and then you tape them to your airplane and take off in the middle of the night with them. That's what we used to do. Yeah, glow fuel, nitro. I spent a lot of time practicing the 1.5 Mustang on the sim, and it helped in real life. You know, Philip, I might have a Mustang if I would have done that. But I own two Mustangs, and both of them bit the dust. Yeah, I know. Jet A, Victor. Mr. Jet A, Victor. Jet ARC. Oh, need a drink. It's cool that you can change the CG and battery size and positions on the simulator. It is. I usually just go in and do a quick edit, change the throws. You know, increase them a little bit, give it a little more power. But I really don't ever change the parameters of the CG or anything like that. I mean, it's good enough. Joking, David. I soloed on a 40 size glow trainer 30 years ago. So it was 1992 when I got an RC airplane. And my business partner said, listen, I used to fly with Chip Hyde in Sierra Vista, and he taught me how to fly, and I know how to fly, and I can teach you how to fly, so don't worry about it. Well, he could fly, but he really wasn't a good pilot. He had some bad habits. You know, when you fly, he would fly a lot like Dave's RC would fly. Victor. Why, yes, you have to say that, Victor. My ultimate biplane had a YS 4-stroke. And it had plenty of power. Supercharged and fuel injected, baby. Mm-hmm. Trump went to Graceland today. Did he do like Nixon and give Elvis a special badge? That was Nixon, right? That gave Elvis like a special agent badge. Elvis the King. Michael Bird. Thanks, Bill and everyone. Great time as always. Take care, everyone. Hope you all have a great week. Mike Bird, I hope you have a great week also. And, yeah, my ultimate at a 140. Strip the aileron servos. Well, you needed 2 aileron servos per wing for that big monster. Have a great week, Mike. And thank you for what you're doing at the church. That is really awesome. Putting on some RC events. Drifting for God. That's awesome, Mike. 10 more minutes, guys. Good night, JCB. Stay away from 3D printers, Mike. Yeah. I would ask Kenny about 3D printers. He seems to know quite a bit. There we go. Love it. Let's see, 6. We got BBL Brando. Let's watch BBL Brando coming in with the T-28 Trojan 1.2 meter. Beautiful flying aircraft that one is. I would say if Bob's still in here, Bob, that's a great one to get. It flies like a cub. He's a vase of printer knowledge. Oh, Fred, that's funny. Oh, man. That's too much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's about that time again, guys. You know what time that is. Ooh, a Harrier. Nice. Now, my Uncle Paul was in the Marine Corps, and he was trying to get to fly one of those. Well, I don't think it happened. He flew an F4. Bill, great big show. Thank you all. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for coming in and flying, Jeff. Have a great day, sir. Great evening. Great rest of your week. El Kabong. Boing, 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 boing. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it. There I was, naked in the wilderness. Enjoy the ride, MC Bob. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, sir. And I hope to see you next week, and we can talk about how your flight was, if you made one. And many blessings to you. And keep it on the track. And keep it on at least one wheel. Most of the time. Gotta watch out for Sluggo there, Philip. BBL Brando. Very nice flying, sir. Coming in hot. So, as always, guys, I'm going to leave the real flight going for a little bit. So you guys that want to fly still can. And I can fly a little bit too. If I could figure out how to get back in. I was trying to fly just a little bit ago and couldn't do it. Wasn't holding my tongue right, I guess. Almost felt like Will trying to put some wings on a plane. He was having a little trouble. Some aircraft are like that. Glad I never filmed any of mine. Philip, we all appreciate you, Bill. Thanks, my friend. Thanks for hosting us. Victor, you're welcome. Philip, you're welcome. I thank you guys. Many prayers to you guys. Keep up the good faith. Stay positive. Don't let the negative things get you down. Don't pick up any diseases from the girls on 4th Street. Thanks for the live and real flight session, Bill. Appreciate what you do for us, brother. Thank you, Fred. Couldn't say that any better, Fred. I appreciate you guys. I even appreciate Michael Wrightson. He's not even here. But I know where he's laying down, sleeping. So we get it. He needs his rest right now, you know. He's getting up there in the years. Well, guys, until next Monday, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon. You guys take care. Love you guys, man. We'll see you. No Wood Nichols. Yes, sir. Everyone. Emerson lurks. Yes, he does. I know he does. But I put him to sleep the first 20 minutes, though. Hey, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday. Peace. There it is. There we go.